We are getting work done today, and I can't wait to show you the progress that we've already made. We're working on our home right here that we live at, plus we have a 1984 mobile home that we are renovating. Today, while we are at home, I'm working on the mobile home, getting ready for the next step, which is trim work. We are working on the living room currently over there. We finished the walls, painted, and now we're ready for trim work. We're going to start with the ceiling trim. So what I did was I took a piece of this multi-use panel. It's just an OSB product. Ripped it down into strips. These are going to be the ceiling battens. So I'm going to sand the edges quick to make them look smooth. I don't want any of this fiber sticking out the sides. So we're going to sand them down, and then we're going to paint them white to get the first coat of paint on them. I'm also going to be painting these strips of wood, which is going to be the crown molding in the house. So crown, battens, and that's the plan right now. That's where we're at. Okay, sanding done. These are ready to paint, but I remembered that I need to bevel a couple of these long trim pieces for the crown molding because we have a cathedral ceiling, vaulted ceiling. So the crown molding has to be beveled to fit the ceiling on the top. So I'm going to take a couple pieces, probably 4 pieces actually, over and bevel the top on the table saw, and then we'll get to the painting. Now that that's done, we can get right to painting. It says to apply the paint when the air and the product temperatures are between 50 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Huh, we're way over that.
I would say we're over that. But we're gonna paint anyway. Oh boy, we just got over to the mobile home and it starts downpouring. We're trying to unload right now, get the trim in the house. We'll see if we can get anything done. I made it into the house. Now we can get to work, hopefully. We're gonna start with, well, kind of filling in these peaks up here. There's a hollow spot, and then crown molding. I don't know. Let me just see if I can come up with 4.
35, 18, 4.
So here's the science behind this. These wall panels were only 8 feet tall, so they didn't reach the ceiling here because the ceiling's taller than 8 feet. So I have to piece it in. And now I could take the time to make these grooves, line up the grooves on this panel, but I didn't because you won't see this. This is only there as a spacer so that I can put the trim up, and I'm going to cover all this. So it doesn't have to be painted, it doesn't have to line up. Some of you will say that I should have lined it up anyway, but I didn't. And we have to do the same thing on this end of the room. Those are done. Let's get all the crown molding done around the whole room.
Which way do you go?
It goes like this. Now, the only thing is, let's see how long this is. Oh, look at this. It does fit in this room. Look at it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's perfect. Okay, so we got to cut this to length.
190.5.
You know, that's pretty impressive that we just measured basically 16 feet with a 16-foot tape measure, because I'll tell you, a lot of them, they get really tight at the end.
Yeah.
My DeWalt's do that. They get really tight. This Milwaukee, it pulled out all the way past 16 feet.
Does it keep labeling them?
No. Goes this way. Stop. Warning. Is it gonna go okay?
There's a space.
That's good.
Okay. Now let's do the other side.
Crown molding is in place, and it will look a little sharper once we paint it with the second coat. We like to get the first coat on there while it's off the wall so we can get the bottom. And then the second coat, we don't have to be as picky. We can touch up all these nails and make it bright white, so that's done. Now, we're gonna carry it up the gables.
Looks okay.
Can you push that corner up and see if it'll go up to the ceiling? Let's see if it's up there. Too tight?
Yeah. You might as well cut more off.
I'll trim a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I was kidding.
Ew. It'll go now. I see a gap.
Good. This is coming out nice.
Yeah.
The lighting might not be perfect today, but we don't have our work light with us, and we're working with just the ceiling lights on. But it's not bad in here.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Let me show you how I got those angles figured out so perfectly. Okay, so I have to find the angle for this miter cut. So I take my digital angle finder and I'm just gonna put it all the way open, get it centered up on the peak, and then I'm gonna press the miter button right here. 12 degrees. That'll be my miter cut. Since that's 12 degrees, I know this is 12 degrees also, because it's the same angle. So I'm gonna cut them both at 12 degrees. If that's okay. Okay. Can you guys even see that? Crown molding is up. You can barely see that little piece in. Now I want to do the ridge. So you guys see there's a crack along the whole center of the ceiling. We got to cover that up. I have a 4-inch board ready for that.
Wow, that's heavy.
You want the ladder further out? Can you push it that, yep.
Keep going that way a little bit. Okay.
Okay, don't move. Stay there forever.
Now what?
Come down here and hold this.
Hold that?
Yep.
I don't think I can.
Okay. Go down to the end and just see if we can push it up. I want to see if it's going to fit in there before I do too many nails.
Yeah, there's like a 1/4 inch gap.
Really?
Yeah.
Then we must have been measuring bad. How do I know if it's centered?
I don't know.
One nail. Wow, how did it get that far off?
I don't know.
Well, not ideal. We ended up with a big gap at this end. Bad measurement. So it's like a little over 1/4 inch, 5/16 of an inch. I don't know if I'm backwards. I forget which way this goes.
Does it matter?
No.
I don't know.
See that? We can blend that in. You'll never see it when it's all done and painted. The ridge is done, and that means we can do the battens. We're gonna try to get the battens up. We're trying to finish up all the ceiling trim before we leave today. So we have 16 battens to cut. I think we're gonna measure them one by one to make sure they're fitting, because I don't know if we centered that ridge beam exactly. So they could vary as it goes down the room. So we're gonna measure those out. And while we're working on the mobile home, I want to show you something else that we accomplished. Do you notice anything different here? Check it out. We did finish, mostly finish, except for right here, we mostly finished painting the front of our house. So we went from this color over here to now the new color, and it's coming together. Worked on that the other night, got all of that done, and I'm just happy. You can see the house is coming together and looking better and better. Okay, we got them all measured out for this side of the room. It was actually surprisingly consistent, almost 77 1/4 inches all the way. So that's pretty good for just eyeballing the center ridge. I'm using 2-inch nails, which is honestly way too long for these little thin trims, but it's what I have the most of. So we'll keep going, right?
Yeah.
We are almost done. Look at it, we got half the ceiling done. It looks good. A lot of people, they don't like battens on their ceiling, but honestly, it kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of thing. We got to go ahead and measure and cut all the battens on this side. We'll be right back to install them. And I think that's all we're doing today. Technically, when we were done, we need to caulk all the gaps. That means caulking every side of every batten and all along the ceiling where the crown molding touches it, because it's going to look a lot better. But we didn't bring the caulk gun, so
Next time.
can't do that today, but at least we can get this far. Okay. Well guys, we are ready to go home. We got a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
You can see right now how the room is coming together. Once these are caulked and painted, it's going to blend away a lot more, but it's still going to add dimension to the ceiling, and it's going to look really good in here. I mean, look at the walls are done, the ceiling's almost done, and then we can start the floor.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm going to go home. You can see our peaks. We didn't get to finishing that today. I'm going to work on that project at home, and I'm going to do something special for up there. We'll show you that later. And like I said, next time we'll just keep going, get done what we can. But that's all we have for now. So thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
Bye.